Tracy McGrady once scored 13 points in 35 seconds to bring the Rockets back and beat the San Antonio Spurs. Now, most of the fans at that point in the fourth quarter had already left their seats and walked out of the arena. Well, guess what? The Carolina Hurricanes, their fans are built a little bit different. They didn't do that. Instead, trailing 3-0 going into the third period, boy, were they glad they stayed as they stuck around and watched the Hurricanes come back and, yes, win this game 5-3 against, oh my gosh, just an unreal finish against the New York Islanders. But let's rewind the tape and go all the way back to the beginning and see how this team came back and won. As fans were out and about celebrating and tailgating early on, burgers were grilling, and the PNC Arena was ready to get loud. It is certainly in front of a fight between Stefan Nason. He went WWE mode, getting the decibels up for the Caniacs. But the noise wouldn't last long. Kyle Palmieri scores first for the Islanders off a slap shot. Then not 3 minutes later, Bo Horvat pounds in a 2-goal lead for New York. Cover your eyes, kids. It gets worse. Anders Lee scores for a 3-0 lead. Hurricanes would finally see the puck find its home from a Teuvo Teravainen goal in the second, lighting the place up. Then late in the third period, Seth Jarvis draws within one. Hold on to your seats, folks. Sebastian Aho, we are all tied up at 3. And if you're not a fan of overtime, no worries. Jordan Martinook in 9 seconds scores the go-ahead. Oh me, oh my, in front of a record 18,605 fans sold out here at PNC Arena. And guess what? The Canes come back to win 5-3 in an unbelievable comeback only the Hurricanes can do, with all of the Chaos Cloths waving in the air. Up 2-0 in the series. Unbelievable. All right, sticking with teams here in Raleigh, heading to Greenville. NC State baseball is heading to East Carolina, where the game is already sold out between the two rivals in what will be the 115th all-time meeting between the Wolfpack and Pirates. Last year, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart, JJC his nickname, hit an unreal 3 home runs against State and a 13-9 win in Greenville. And the Pirates will go for the season sweep this year after a 12-4 win at Doak Park just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Big game. It's going to be a sellout, I'm sure, so it's going to be fun.
We got the best fans in the country. They give us a home field advantage every single game we play here, so we're excited. I know the fans will be excited, but we need them for sure.
First pitch slated for 6 o'clock at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Oh yeah, that puppy is sold out. All right, over to NBA playoffs. Kinston native Brandon Ingram. Rough shooting night last night at Oklahoma City. Just 5 of 17 from the field, finishing up with 12 points. But his teammates did pick him up and came up just short to the top-seeded Thunder, falling in that one 94-92.
Communicate with the guys what I can do better. How I can make the game a little bit easier for myself and for my teammates, and just be strong with the basketball. You know, I played Lou Dort, I played OKC a lot of times, and had a lot of success. So this won't be the first time.
Game 2 Wednesday night, 9:30. All right, over to college basketball. Former Duke star Jeremy Roach is using his COVID year to transfer and play for Baylor. The 6'2" Virginia native started 108 games over 4 seasons with the Blue Devils and averaged 14 points and 3.3 assists this past season, leading Duke all the way to the Elite 8. Now he will step in as the starting point guard for the Baylor Bears for his final collegiate season. All right, that'll wrap things up here from PNC Arena, but guess what? Our meteorologist, Lana Foss, joined us today, a lifelong Canes fan, and she's holding the camera right now. Lana, how did you feel about that game?
Let's go Canes!
Let's go Canes. A 5-3 victory. They're heading to New York on the road for a game on Thursday. See if they can get a sweep. We'll start the series, try and get that up to 3-0, but we'll go for the sweep before they even need to come back here for Game 5. All right, that'll do it for Sports Tonight. For News 12, I'm Luke Schwartz, and that's tonight's edition of Sports with Schwartz.